Jackie Broyles on here. Thanksgiving's over, and now it's time to celebrate a little bit like we're here at old Dunlap there. That's for sure.
You know what that means.
Christmas time's coming. I mean, you drink a beer, that's every day, but I'm talking about now. Beer tastes better. Everything seems better, and that's because season is Christmas.
Yep, season's greetings. Happy holidays.
Don't let no wars come get your Christmas. I'll defend my Christmas, and I'm here. I don't care how many wars. Christmas is always going to win in my heart.
Yep. It doesn't matter how you celebrate Christmas. Do you celebrate it as Hanukkah or Ramadan?
What's Kwanzaa?
Or Kwanzaa?
That's black people. Kwanzaa is. What's the other ones?
Do you hear those sirens?
Huh?
I think it's... Can you hear them?
I don't hear any silence. What? Are you going crazy? What are you talking about? What are you crazy?
They're off in the distance, so I guess they ain't coming this way. I guess they're going the other way.
I never heard anything.
Going back up the road, I guess. Probably somebody had a terrible wreck.
Well,
they're coming this way. They're going to break up a fight at Longhorn's Dancing Parlor. You know where they're going.
But I didn't hear any silence.
No, so they're going up the highway. Probably a terrible wreck.
I didn't even hear them going up that way.
Maybe a heart attack.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was faint. Listen,
how do you hear anything? Got these headphones on your head to talk in here. It's like radios, what I think it was, because the one on radio got headphones on. I didn't hear no silence. I think you losing your damn mind.
Well, folks, thanks for coming to the Red State Update podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. As Jackie was saying, something racist, and then Christmas, and then Thanksgiving is over. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Eat all the turkey and all the different casseroles and returned all the dishes to the people who left them at your damn house.
Hanukkah's Jewish. I know that. Ramadan's, which one's that?
Muslims.
All right. That's not racist. I asked a question. I can't remember.
Well, when you say
I celebrate Christmas, and I can't remember other ones. I know Kwanzaa, what that one was.
So you can celebrate whatever you want to.
I didn't say it once. You can't do that.
As long as you say Merry Christmas to Jackie Broyles' face.
I don't know which one goes to which, but yeah, I do Christmas. That's all I need to know. I'm trying to be polite. But I just don't know the names of the other ones. All of them, anyways. If you can invite me over your house and you're a good friend of mine, and it's Ramadan or Hanukkah.
So
Kwanzaa,
you can be specific. You just can't say Happy Holidays. That's what makes you mad.
I don't like that's because what does that mean? That means you ain't nothing. If you come up and say Happy Kwanzaa, I'll say it right back. I say, well, I don't celebrate that, but I hope you have a good one. See, I celebrate Christmas. I said, well, I celebrate Kwanzaa. Well, have a good Kwanzaa, you have a good Christmas. I'm fine with that. Happy Hanukkah, I hear that. I know what that is. Ramadan, don't know how to say that one. I don't know how to say it right, or how do you say it. Happy Ramadan, whatever it is. That's fine, but when you just go, Happy Holidays, you stand up, be somebody, be something. Makes me so damn mad.
Phone?
What?
When is damn Ramadan 2015?
Checking. Here's what I found on the web for phone with when is damn Ramadan 2015.
God damn it. This phone is worthless. I ought to throw it in the damn river.
Damn, Ramadan. Your phone's racist right there. That's what's racist. I'm trying to say it right.
So, folks, I hope you're having whatever holidays you celebrate, however you say it.
Say it and be proud of it and love it. We don't have to go to war. Don't Ramadan, Kwanzaa. Don't let them have to go to war. Have what you got. But I ain't going to come after that. You don't come after Christmas.
What do you mean war? You talking about the war on Christmas?
Yes. What do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. We could be going to war with anybody these days.
I know. Not with Obama, though. He liked to sit there and just fiddle his thumbs. Whatever it is, he fiddles.
While Rome burns, he's fiddling his thumbs.
Yep.
While Rome burns. And guess what? We're Rome. I guess Rome literally could burn if they bombed it. That could happen as well. And it would also be figuratively us, Rome, burning. If somebody attacked Rome and it burned, that would be us, as a metaphor, Rome burning.
Don't have to be complicated. Just he don't know what the hell he's doing, Obama. Just say it that way. And everything's going to you know what.
Him fiddling his thumbs.
Fiddling up there, fiddling his thumbs. Said, have a nice Christmas, whatever he does. He's Christian, right? That's what he says. I didn't mean that. I don't think that he's Muslim. I didn't say that at all. I'm thinking he's probably one of them happy holiday people. He goes to church for show. I personally think most politicians go to church for show, except maybe Ronald Reagan, because he always did it, kept doing it. But everybody else does, even the Bush, a little bit for show. We know that. Wise up and accept it, whether they're Christian, whatever they are.
Well, George W. Bush, his church is out in a fence row clearing that brush.
That's how he gets one with God. That's right. Out there, shirt off, sweating, and that's him and the Lord right there together. So your church is your church. I ain't saying. Now, Obama went to one where, what
Reverend
was
Jeremiah Wright.
It's been so long.
Hey, Jeremiah Wright said, what did he say?
Something America's, deserved 9/11, something like that.
Just the worst.
Coming, yeah. And then Obama said, well, I missed that sermon. I wasn't there.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was in the nursery looking at the babies. I don't know what happened that day.
Whatever his excuse was.
I tithed less that day.
He don't remember it. But he quit church real quick as soon as somebody pointed out to him. A little late to the party on that, but he always is, I guess.
Somebody needs to, those pictures of like a race car driver and then Jesus is sitting next to the race car driver, or there's a...
I see sports. Yeah, there's a race car, there's
football,
golfing.
Somebody needs to do one. And, and also that portrait Dr. Ben Carson has in his home of Jesus with his arm around him, Dr. Ben Carson.
Well, he got Jesus up higher than him. That's...
It's not like he's above Jesus.
No, not
picture.
at all.
That would be wrong.
He wouldn't do that. If you just move some shoulders in that painting, even if they's even, I think it's, Jesus up higher.
What somebody needs to do is a picture of George W. Bush out in that fence row clearing that brush.
And Jesus out there
right
helping him.
next to him.
Right, helping him. Throwing that, yeah.
I don't know, maybe Jesus is holding open the garbage bag and George W. Bush is putting all the weeds in there.
I don't know about Jesus' garbage bag, but yeah, you'd be out there helping him, yeah.
Or Jesus is on the bush hog and George W. Bush is pointing like, get over there. See where it's grown up over there? Get that.
They'd be working together, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Because that's church for George. People got churches in different places. My church, where I talk to God, is just wherever I am walking, just down the street. Somebody left me, forgot to come pick me up. Sometimes that's when I talk to Jesus. I'm like, can you believe this? That's church for me.
I try to talk to Jesus first thing in the morning. Try to. Don't always do it, and I apologize for it now. But usually I say, Lord, just help me get through another. You get off the side of the bed with knees like I got. That's what you got to say to get you going. And he gives me a little, oomph. Well, good Lord gives you, and I get to going, get down there. As soon as I get in the store, I say, good Lord, help me get through this. I'm liable to fall over dead to do this again another day. And
do you think Jesus ever gets tired of your mopey ass talking to him?
Hey!
Complaining about everything?
Good Lord wants to be talked to. You're supposed to pray. That's part of it. Good Lord, he don't hear from you, then you got a problem.
I complain some to God when I'm like, I thought Jerry was supposed to meet me here, God, and I don't guess nobody's coming. Huh. But I also talk to him when I'm happy, like, God, can you believe that Jerry took me to this awesome party and everybody had weed?
All right, enough.
And God's like,
God don't say anything back to drugs.
He doesn't say it, but I can hear him smiling.
Well, you can't hear
anything.
Sometimes
you can hear
that's
people
you on the drugs.
Smile.
you feel whatever smile or anything else on drugs out of your damn mind.
A lot of people use drugs to get closer to God or their fake, weird cultural God.
I don't believe in any of that. My good Lord don't need y'all on whatever, high, acting crazy to pray and be thankful to get through the day.
I believe that a lot of people who were in this country before we ever set foot on it used drugs. If I'm to believe what other white people have told me, they used drugs to get closer to their gods, like coyote.
What?
And, I don't know, bear maybe.
A bear?
I think they would chew on them leaves or they'd take that peyote.
Oh, animals don't know any better.
Not animals.
You
the
said
people.
bear. Well, you said bear.
That's their God.
The animals come. Oh, bears are God. I thought you meant animals just eating stuff, rolling around.
No.
Some of it's drugs by
Animals
accident.
get high too. I'll tell you that.
I know.
You can't get an animal high. That's illegal. But animals got their own natural John Denver, sunshine on my shoulders kind of way get high.
I seen, dog get into this or a cat get into that, unfortunately, in my time, but
catnip.
It's only funny. Well, catnip, that's drugs of them, man. They're allowed to have that.
So different animals, different people have different drugs, and that's how they get close to God.
Oh, hell.
I bet I've been closer to God in my lifetime doing all the things I get up to than you have being a square.
What?
Sitting there just drinking
You
beer.
ain't been in a church doors as long as I can
That's what
remember.
I'm saying. I've been through church doors, the doors in my mind that have been opened up by pharmaceuticals.
That's you. That's all you and your drugs. That ain't got nothing to do with good Lord. And I'm not the one first talk. I ain't going to be a creepy hypocrite on here. I don't go as often as should. If Christmas comes around, I'll be in there. You see me down there, I'll go. I'll roll Miss Broyles there, and that's what we do on Christmas. I should go more, but at the same time, I got to work for a living and don't have time Wednesdays, Sundays, Tuesdays. What's the other one? Is it Friday? They get together on Friday, too.
No, you're thinking of a different kind.
What do you mean?
Look, all I'm saying is if you put something in your mouth that goes to your mind and opens it up and lets Jesus come in, that's as good as sitting there singing Love Lifted Me.
Singing and reading the Bible, that's what you need to do. That's praising and learning.
And
learning and
drugs.
No, drugs, that ain't real. Then use high, and the good Lord knows that. Good Lord ain't listening to you. Just like I don't listen to you. I can tell when you been smoking, you act like I ain't done nothing. Your eyes all messed up, and you falling asleep. You sit there and fall asleep at the table. You drink about 2 beers, so I know what's going on. And then if I don't want to hear you start talking to me about funny books or anything else, Star Wars, whatever the hell high people talk about, I don't know. Some music I don't care, never did care about. I don't want to hear it. Lord knows he don't want to hear it either. I guarantee you. So all you wasting your time getting high and talking to God, because he turn a blind eye to that. He close his ears. He ain't gonna hear it.
Well, I'm glad you're here to talk for God because I don't know how we got by so long in this world without Jackie Broyles, the voice of our Lord Jesus.
Well, I guess you got by getting high, right? That's how you get by.
Yep.
Well,
animals and native peoples all do it. And so who am I to say don't do the thing?
Your mama tried to for a little while, raise you right, and your daddy did off and on. But you don't know the first thing about it. You go to church, son, get in there, and you know what you're supposed to do. So don't be talking about drugs and God. He don't want to hear it, and I don't want to hear it.
Church is wherever you talk to God. And when I talk to God, mostly high as hell.
He ain't listening.
Well, that's what you say.
That's what
But I say, yeah, he's talked back to me several times.
What I believe. That's you and the drugs talking. See, well, that's what it is. People worship other stuff. They worship drugs, or some people worship money. Some people worship this or that. All sorts of different things people get caught up in. And that becomes what they put all their time in when they should be going to church to think about God, reading the Bible.
So what do you worship? Coming here and working?
I do a service for the Lord, put food in people's mouths. I do, yeah. Where they gonna go after church, get a sandwich, a biscuit, or whatever.
Hardee's, McDonald's,
Well,
Burger King,
They can come here too.
Long John Silver,
Well, if that's what they like.
Chick-fil-A,
They can go. If that's
Arby's.
where they want to go, I ain't stopping them. But I'm saying,
Captain D's,
and Chick-fil-A
Mrs.
ain't open.
Winters.
Chick-fil-A ain't open.
Crystals.
No, sir. Sundays. That's when, you know.
That's when they kill the chickens. That's right.
Yep. And worship, you know.
Yeah, let their families
Go to church, everything, yeah. But they're doing a service. That's how they see it. That's good Lord need. You know, we always supposed to pray before and after you eat. I don't do that every time. I'll be first honest. But yeah, first thing in the morning, first thing I open them doors when I get here, and sometimes at night, sometimes I plan on praying, but I fall asleep in my chair. But I apologize about that in the morning when I get up.
So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. We're in that nether zone, that weird after Cyber Monday, which is probably when you're listening to this, Cyber Monday.
What's Cyber? What is
Whatever,
that?
it's Black Friday.
I know what that is. Everybody act like idiots, knocking each other over and everything else. There's some videos and stuff you show me, and you're laughing, and it's pitiful. There's nothing funny about that woman jerking something out of a little girl's hand and hitting the other woman. I mean, what? There's wrestling for that. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's true. There is wrestling for that.
Not, and it ain't. You talk about war on Christmas. That's war on Christmas right there. That kind of behavior, in my opinion, that's what I'll say.
But that's another new Thanksgiving tradition. We like to look at the Black Friday videos and see who got up to what nonsense.
What's Cyber Monday?
That's
What's
when
that?
you buy things on the computer.
Oh, hell. It's the same thing. It's just a set of I'd stay home buying on computer, still going out and hurting children, yeah. I'm on for that. Yeah, do that.
Stay home, order something on Cyber Monday on a computer, then get on Facebook and call somebody a fucking asshole.
Hey, watch your mouth. I don't want to hear
No
tell other
need-
people to talk that way.
No need to go to the stores and do it. Just get on your Facebook and do it there.
Don't do that
The
either.
old-fashioned way.
Don't do that either.
And look here, we're in that weird zone. Okay, so we started hearing Christmas music after Halloween, and they started putting up Christmas displays. And I got into it this year. I was like, yeah, time for Christmas. And so now it's actual time for Christmas after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, and after Cyber Monday. Now it's Christmas time, and I'm a little over it. I kind of got wore out on it.
Well, that's what happens. You shove it down your throat. So all the way back like Lemon's old Thanksgiving. Well, you know.
So I think what they should do this first week of December, like this second week of December, is we take a little break from Christmas. And then we get back into it hardcore, heavy. So you get a little preview of it for a month. And then you get a break and no Christmas. And maybe what we need is a new holiday to sell things for during this time.
Right.
Maybe what we need to call it is respite day, where we just take a break from everything. We just take a second and just collect our thoughts, and maybe we don't spend no money, and we don't buy no presents, and we don't look at trees or hear dang old Bing Crosby singing or Elvis Presley or whoever sings Christmas songs. We turn all that off. That goes away. And we sing songs about friendship. That sounds like a bullshit holiday.
What kind of song? Sit around sound like hippie day or something.
Yeah, I don't
Sit around sing songs about friendship.
I was
What the
going
hell
somewhere with this, and
is
now it
wrong
just
with
sounds
you?
like nonsense. You know what? Fuck it. Just go back to the
watch
damn
your mouth.
what we were doing.
I like Christmas. I don't want friendship or whatever the hell it is to come in and interrupt it. I don't want anything. I want all my Christmas. I'm here to defend all my Christmas, and my Christmas starts as soon as you put Thanksgiving up.
And what about Halloween up?
Well, of course, you put Halloween up as soon as Halloween over. And as you know, here at the store, you put up little paper pumpkins, whatever. You stick it. You just put stickers on the wall.
Take the pumpkins down.
Take them down. Then Thanksgiving, put turkeys and pilgrim.
No pilgrims.
Pilgrims and
No,
turkeys.
no
both.
pilgrims.
What do you mean no
No,
pilgrims?
see, a lot of people this year were saying, you know what, Thanksgiving. They've been saying it for a long time, but I know it's more and more people this year saying Thanksgiving, gotta get them pilgrims out of it. It's just a celebration of how white people came into this land, stole it from the Indians, raped the nature off of it,
Right.
and then all we got left is just white people who murdered and enslaved thousands and thousands of darker people.
I didn't do any
Millions,
of that.
millions. Oh, I've heard that excuse before.
I just
Try running that up the Facebook
Look,
flagpole and see
I
how.
already got the war against Christmas
Yep.
to defend. I can't. Thanksgiving's over. Come back around next year and tell that, and then we'll have war on Thanksgiving.
We got to just, here's all you got to do, take the damn pilgrims out of it. Forget the story of Thanksgiving that winds up with a lot
Well, then it's just
millions of
Indians
deaths.
running around.
No, get rid of the Indians too. Let's just not. Well, you could call it. What do they call it? Native Peoples Day, or you could call it. I think there's another name for it. I can't remember all the different names we have, so that we don't say
I'll
Indians.
show you racist then. That's what you call me when I can't get the names right. So you racist too. There you go. Two racist on here.
I guess so. Two racist podcast. So anyway, just get the pilgrims out of Thanksgiving and just call it maybe make it all about thanking people or turkeys, but that's a problem if you don't eat meat.
You put turkeys and gorge up. That's
Turkeys
plenty.
and gourds, and then you could also celebrate, but that's a sad celebration.
My pilgrims don't even look like little cartoon pilgrims. They mad at that. They little fat-headed. You know what they look like? Little fat-headed, short-legged cartoon in the pilgrim hat real big on top. They're just paper cutouts.
Are they all white?
Well, they used to be, I think. I don't know if they dust the stuff or some of that grime. Smoke gets into stuff and it don't come off. They're supposed to be white. I don't.
So you are basically saying you've blackfaced your pilgrim
I
cutouts?
did do no such thing.
No. Look, that is much worse. Okay, now look, if the Pilgrim Cutout Company decided to make pilgrims of different races, that's okay, I think, except then that's problematic too, because now you've got multiracial pilgrims who are ultimately, it leads to the destruction of, oh man, I don't know. It's a lot to unpack. I don't know. I think just leave it. Don't pull like a Lady Thor.
Right.
Don't make the pilgrims different nationalities or ethnic origins. Just get rid of the pilgrims. Don't even put animals in the buckle hats.
What do you mean animal?
Don't like a funny animal like a bear or a possum pilgrim. That's going to be, you're like, well, we'll get all the people out of it, and then we can have animal pilgrims. No, that's still going to be like, it's mouse. M-A-U-S.
Just, I can't fight Thanksgiving war on top of Christmas. That's already passed. Next year come around, tell me what everyone's mad about.
I will.
And this Christmas, I'm going to keep defending that. Did you see that sheriff? Where's he from? Some town. The sheriff put the sign up. It's the news. I know.
Is he the sheriff of the North Pole?
No, we ain't the sheriff in the North Pole. He said, we say Christmas around here. If you say happy holidays, if that offends you or whatever, so if Christmas offends you, then get the hell out, basically.
Of town?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I didn't see
This
that.
happened. I don't know who lives in that town. If for the sheriff to speak for everybody, that's
Now,
not
if
right.
he was the sheriff of the North Pole, I can see that. Like this
It ain't the North Pole. I don't remember where
was
it
this
is.
man an elf?
No, he was an old man. He's an old sheriff.
Was that an old white man?
Yes, he's white.
I'm just asking. Now, what was the response to this?
It made the news, didn't it? It's all over. In
So
news
that he
and stuff.
got what he wanted.
Yeah, pretty much. It's over with by now. That's all. I didn't even read the article. I just saw man puts his sign up, read the sign. I went, well,
How much has he got on his GoFundMe?
hell if I know. Go what?
So, what was he gonna run you out of town or arrest you or shoot
He
you?
just says if you don't like it, leave. I don't know if that is a threat or not. And maybe it's saying you ain't gonna like it here either, I guess. I don't know. It's a sign that it's on the city limits. And the sheriff or the mayor or something, it's a sheriff because he's wearing a police thing. Ask your damn phone about it. You don't believe me. And it ain't no elf. It ain't Santa Claus.
Sheriff who said, hey, don't, if you get offended by Merry Christmas, you can leave. City limit sign.
Let me check that.
That ain't
Here's
even.
what I found on the web for if you get offended by Merry Christmas, you can leave city limit sign.
Yeah, that's him right there. The phone said what he said. I'm glad the phone said it.
I didn't hear about that. That's an interesting article.
Yeah. You should read sometime. It's, pastime and nothing. Not the best thing in the world. Just see, either flipping channels or, see in the newspaper.
The sheriff who arrested the Grinch. That should be a Coley Cinema movie.
Arrest him. That'd be good.
Like a Grinch comes to town and it's like, I don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
And the sheriff says, well, you're going to spend the night in the hoosgow and think it over, I reckon.
I like when you put all them cartoon characters when they end up they end in jail. It's always funny to me.
Who goes to jail?
Oh, not all the time. They, get in trouble, get locked up, some of them.
The Grinch needs to go to jail.
No, well, first part of it, yeah. If he got good, of course, you couldn't trust him in. If he's in jail and his heart got big, you wouldn't know whether he's telling the truth or just pulling
Everybody's heart gets big when they locked up in jail.
That's right. They stay locked. Yeah, you can't tell. So I don't know if jail is the right story for him or not, but it'd be funny if just locking him up in there, hearing the door slam.
And that dog.
Yeah, he goes straight to the pound somewhere unless somebody take him. Yeah, they had to take him. That's what usually happens in those situations. Hell, it'd be better in the pound than what the Grinch did to him.
That's cruelty. Grinch did cruelty to animals.
Well, he's mean. That's what it is.
Theft, breaking and entering.
I know. I saw it. That's one of them cartoons. I like that one.
Reckless driving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Breaking and entering.
All of it.
He should be in jail. I mean, I'm glad he Christmas got his heart right, but
can you imagine the Grinch in the Whoville jail? Everybody mad at him. Man, enjoy your footlong, Grinch.
Yeah. Just locking him up. That just
Let me
makes
tell
me
you
laugh.
something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what religion the criminals are in jail or if they believe in God. If you try to steal Christmas, the other inmates do not look kindly on that.
If you try to what? Steal Christmas?
Steal Christmas.
Oh, they ain't gonna like that.
That's up there with child abuse and all the worst stuff that makes other criminals, inmates mad at you in jail. There's that list of what makes inmates mad, and you're going to get shanked. Stealing Christmas is right up there.
He'd be living the rest of his life 4x4 in the wall. He ain't getting out.
They'd never let him in.
He wouldn't be allowed in
general
the
population.
yard, everything. No, Grinch be in there.
Nope. He'd be like Hannibal Lecter. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, well, when they slide the door, clang, and you hear that key go, and he'd got his hands on the bars looking out.
Blink, blink.
Yeah, it always makes me laugh, cartoon. I don't think he went to jail. I'm not saying he did, but that's one of the few things. I seen the cartoon. That's one of the few things where they did the real life's better. And I usually don't like, what is his name? Cam. The real life Grinch. That's better than the cart. If you see that, it's longer too.
Does he go to jail in that one?
I don't think so.
The real life Grinch.
No,
starring Jim Carrey.
That's a better movie, but to me, in my mind, it ain't funny when he goes to jail in the movie. It's funny when they put the cartoon one in jail. But I like a movie better.
Does he go to jail in the movie?
It's been a while since I've seen it. If I see it on Christmas time flipping around, I watch a few minutes of it wherever it's at. I don't know if I ever sat through the whole from beginning to end.
You seen all them Tim Allen Santa Claus movies?
Tim Allen. Santa Claus. I hadn't, but they're supposed to be good. He made a bunch of them, didn't he?
I think 6 or 7.
He turns into Santa Claus. He was like Shaggy D.A. I saw that one. It was good.
Same thing.
Yeah, he turned into a dog again, not Santa Claus.
Right.
This one he turns into Santa Claus. But I guess he just stays Santa Claus and made 2 or 3 more of them or something. I don't know. But he's usually good. I like him. I like the old show he was on.
Tool Time.
Tool Time, yeah. Him and the other one, yeah.
Tool Time with Tim Taylor. That was a good show.
Yeah. He was funny. Compared to what they got on now, yeah. That's good. That's funny, yeah. But his movies usually ain't good. Usually. So I don't know. That's the reason I ain't watched him. I like Christmas movies, but I can't remember one movie he's in that's worth sitting through. I watched some of them, turn it off. But that show is good. Tool Time is funny.
So Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for...
It's about half hour into it.
Yep. We're already a half hour into it.
I'd bet do sponsors.
Yep. Here's Jackie with the sponsors.
What?
We've never done that. I'm going to introduce you.
Oh, like Ed McMahon.
Here's Jackie with his sponsor.
Yes, that's good sidekick. That's good. You're learning. You're getting better at that. You got a good sponsor, and you're going to be excited about this one.
I'll
You
be the
yourself.
judge of that.
That's right. You listen up and listen to this. Now, there's pretty big news around here, and I don't think I told anybody because I was saving it for on here. Those of y'all listening are going to be pretty excited about this. Now, used to be, years and years ago, Christmas time when there was less war on it, or none at all for that matter, and everybody enjoyed Christmas and had a good time. One of the greatest attractions, if people come from up East Tennessee, people come from West and Kentucky, come from there, come up from Georgia. Everybody wants to do it around Christmas time, and you'll remember this, Dunlap. Remember old Christmas Cave?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I remember what happened.
Well, everybody, I mean, that's long time ago, before what you talking about, before then.
Oh, back when people would go and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, they took some schools down there, children, and it's not, my knees, I've always been too old to go.
Yeah, you got to be in shape to go down.
There's a guide. You don't let you go down by yourself.
No, but there's a part where you got ropes tied to you, and they're lowering you down.
You got to get down in there.
You used to have they still got them mules that help you, or is that?
I don't
just for show?
They had pack mules for show. They had elf hats on them and stuff like that.
I see. Are you saying they've opened Christmas Cave back up after what happened?
It's been how many years now since that? That's years
it's
ago.
been years and years. That was 2010.
Well, it's time that they got it back open, and again, I can't go down there, but whatever's down there, it must be great because, like I said, people come from miles and miles. There's a line to get in, get out. I had friends who went down in there, and I said, what? They said, oh, man, the food, just the best. I said, food? They got food down there. And I said, well, said too much. Because when you went down to Christmas Cave, you had to sign, what is it? Like, I will not say.
I won't say.
Yeah.
But people, you can talk about it in vague terms. That's allowed. That's on the paperwork. I've seen people post their paperwork online, and it says you can talk about it in vague terms. But that's all they can post.
Well, the goodie bags, they sold them. People come out of there's candy cane stuff like that. But that looks like in a department store or something, which is fine. I'm not saying that's wrong.
Whatever's down there, they say it can be life-changing, or at least a good diversion on a Saturday afternoon near Christmas.
And T-shirts, I went down Christmas Cave. Mm-hmm. You see those around, and people just, if you ask them about it, you just a big smile come across whoever's face it is. They just.
And you try to can you tell me a little bit about Christmas Cave?
And they get to smiling just a while. Nope. Yep. Yeah. So, but I like I said to myself, never went down. I'm fine to endorse it, even though it had some trouble years ago. Years ago, what you talked about was in a newspaper.
Yeah, but they never found them kids, did they?
They found 2 of them. Yes, they did.
Oh, they found 2 of the Sunday school kids.
Yes, I found 2 of them.
How are they doing?
But that was years ago. They put them in they were like, They were feral. They were basically like wolf children or something like that. They've been down there, but they's blind because they couldn't see.
When you get lost in a cave, it's funny how quickly you turn feral and go blind.
Well, they were down there for
a year, probably.
Yeah, if that at least.
Wait, what about the other one? There was 3 Sunday school kids that got lost in Christmas Cave.
Well, didn't find him. I think they said there's some evidence. There's another one down there. Of course, you can't get them to talk. They're half crazy. They's in a home somewhere, last I heard. But this is years and years ago, even when they found them. They're in a home. Doctors, but we couldn't get a word out of them if they knew where it was. Hell, for all we know, they ate him or something. You don't know. We're crazy down there.
That's right, I remember. But the doctors thought they had a telepathic link to each other.
It was all in the papers, all that stuff. It was crazy. I don't understand it, but they went crazy. You go down. They lived. I don't know how many years they're down there, but they ain't ever gonna be right. But they say the other one either is dead down there or, they ate him or did something. Can you
imagine being in a cave since 2010?
No, sir. Not me, no.
No. Well, I hope. Well, maybe if they got Christmas Cave up and going again, because that sounds festive.
Well, everybody loved, like I said, this is big news because it was a big deal until the incident happened. Well, they just got lost down there at school. Where were they? School? Where were they from?
It was Sunday school. It was what was it? Jesus Vision. It's one of them Pentecostal.
It was
churches.
Along that year.
It was the Fourth Holiness Church of Jesus Vision on the Cross.
That sounds
band on stage church of Little McMinnville.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I remember the paper finally just started doing,
because it wasn't the one that in McMinnville
did abbreviations after a while.
It was Little McMinnville. It was a long one.
Yeah,
it's a long name, but them Pentecostal churches.
Well, that's just how they do. It neither here nor there. It's just in the newspaper got to abbreviate because it's like, yeah, all right, I know.
And Little McMinnville, they ain't that. There's only there's 15 people in Little McMinnville, but they branched off.
Yeah,
and so that was like.
That's still to this day, as far as I know, it's still like
so. That hit that community hard because
of course it did. Of course, those children. Yeah, it was hard. Well, it
basically
hit
one family. It's one family.
It hit it. It was a lot to do with it because back in the day, Christmas cake line. You got to remember, this is a popular thing. Everybody loves it this time of year, and different people. Because Sunday school class, elementary school, they take children down there. They get on the rope good enough. I
guess there must be something about Jesus down there, too.
Well, it's Christmas. Come on. What do you mean? It's Christmas Cave. Of course it's about Jesus.
Well, sometimes you can have Christmas things that's just snowmen.
But it still means Jesus. If snowman means Jesus, reindeer means Jesus, Santa Claus means Jesus, because it's Christmas. It's his birthday.
But I think down there they've got actual Jesus. Yes. Snowman equals Jesus, but
all of it does. That's the reason we're on Christmas. Like, well, I don't want a snowman in my coffee shop. I'm not going to put a snowman in our department store window. Well, all right, don't put Jesus in your window. See what happens.
That's what.
With that attitude, you better hope you lock your stores up good at night because ain't nobody looking after you and your stuff. Ain't nobody in heaven looking after you.
Well, that's what they said. So you really going to do, if somebody saw a Happy Holiday sign here in Murfreesboro or Little McMinnville or Big McMinnville, they said, you really going to do that after we lost 3 kids down in Christmas Cave?
Yeah.
You really going to have a war on Christmas when we've lost three POWs down there in Christmas Cave?
Pitiful.
The 3 Sunday school children lost in Christmas Cave, and they made that song about it?
Yeah, I remember it was a song. It was like a country song. What was his name? Local, it's not Boxcar or something like that. It's Train Car Johnson, remember?
Yeah, old Train Car Johnson. Well, the church itself, what was it? The Fourth Holiness Church.
Little McMinnville.
Yeah. Band on. They did Jesus Vision on the They did a version that they all sang, and it was just kind of the choir, but it's like 12 people.
That's right, but that
nobody
fella,
wants to hear that.
That fella did it like a country.
Train Car Johnson did it.
He did a song.
He did it up.
They played it on the radio around here.
And then everybody, Mirabella Genesee got in, and she did a version.
Everybody did a song of
fundraiser.
that.
Yeah.
And it was sad, but it was one of those sad Christmas songs because everybody needs to, take a minute and think about sad things on Christmas a little bit and pray Jesus helps and makes it better. So, sad. It's not all frosty snowman and reindeer running around. Sometimes, it's three children
Blue Christmas or
going crazy in a cave.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just life right there. So you need to.
That's a thankful Christmas song. Some songs.
I'd say Jesus is down. They live that long down there. You'd think they'd be dead and then up, Lord knows, it's sad to say it, but somebody had to be looking out for them down there because the fact that they even survived it all, I mean, granted, they're crazy and blind and screaming, hollering, scratchy stuff, but they managed to live that long. Somebody's looking after them, and there's still Christmas Cave in my heart and everybody else's heart, but that's a sad story. They have a plaque in there. I do know that. They added that because I asked her, is it going to be like it? She said, it's going to be just the same. And I said, well, what about them? Oh, we put up a plaque for that. We mentioned that. I said, well, good. That's sweet because one of them may be dead in there still. He remains somewhere in there.
Oh, what if they find him?
Oh, they would have found it by now and find the other two. That's just
what if somebody's going down
there?
There's
people trying to make it spooky, and it ain't people telling tales and people saying, the ghost or he's still alive, he's going to get you. It ain't a haunted house. It's Christmas Cave. I don't appreciate people out there saying things like that because it's Christmas Cave, joy in the heart, like you said. I guess there's real Jesus, which is good. You need a little of that on top of snowman for Christmas time. But they're people trying to make stories, and then then you'll have those weirdos coming here wanting that like that sort of stuff. Like, let me down that Christmas Cave with a crazy wolf boy or whatever it is. People like that sort of stupid stuff.
Phone, has anybody seen the last Pharaoh Sunday School child down in Christmas Cave since they reopened it?
Oh.
That's all I found.
Uh-huh.
What did it find?
It looks people are seeing little footprints.
Oh, hell. That's people trying to make up stories and make it like a spooky. It ain't a haunted house. It's Christmas Cave. And go down there for the right reasons or don't go at all.
Somebody said that in the part where they lower you down by ropes, they saw it looked like somebody tried to cut the rope with their fingernails.
Oh, hell. People say anything to make a story.
And it says, here's somebody on Twitter, Christmas Cave Rumors, saying that the pack mules and the elf hats get spooked all the time going down that cave.
Animals get spooked to anything. A
They
wind
know.
blows strike. Oh, they don't know nothing.
Somebody's going to get hurt by a feral child down in Christmas Cave.
See, now you're saying it. Shut the hell up. It's Christmas Cave. Ain't you glad Christmas Cave is back? Everybody loved it. Of course, you young, you always got left here at the store because you too big to fit down in there. They wouldn't let you go to school.
I've never been to Christmas Cave.
I know you ain't. Every time I had the field trip, you dropped you off at the store.
There's that one part. They've widened it since then because people are just getting fatter.
Well,
but back then, I was sort of an anomaly.
I remember principal's assistant, a Phyllis Ranger. She would call me up and said, well, his mom and daddy ain't home and he can't fit down in there. And I said, well, I'll bring him on down here if his parents would.
I remember that.
If you could find him, that's what they do anyway. And she'd run you over here, the rest of them get on the bus.
Because they had told me, they were like, no, you can't go to Dunlap, you got the flu. And I was like, what? I feel fine. We're going to drop you off at Jackie's. And then I'd come in here, you say, no, you're too fat, that's why you can't go.
Well, I don't think in line to children is going to help them raise them right. Obviously, I guess I was wrong. I
knew I didn't have the flu, but I didn't know. I thought maybe.
Too big to fit down, slide in there. I mean, you could get down in there, you couldn't get back out. You go in one way, come out the other. It's like fat man squeeze, something like that, but different. I mean, like I said, I don't know. They won't tell me. But whatever's down there, there's some part of it that you couldn't get through. Somebody had to know it.
Well, I'm glad I ain't stuck down there too fat now, because that feral wolf child holiness comes up behind me, started clawing at my back.
Listen, my sponsor is none of it. You know, tragedies happen everywhere. Like I said, they put up a plaque in there. I'm sure it's nice, whatever it is I did for them. But it's Christmas Cave. If you got spirit and a desire to climb, get down to Christmas Cave, and you just gonna have the best Christmas ever. Everybody I've ever talked to with the T-shirt on said they went. They won't tell me what it is, but boy, they just grin. They just grin, and that lets me know that Christmas is in their heart. So get down.
Twitter or Christmas Cave rumors, they won't say what you see down in there. Like, I wish, it's just a bunch of tweets saying, wish we could tell y'all what we seen. And the Yelp reviews on here are like, I can't say too much. There might have been something to eat, wink, wink. And other than that, just smiles.
Well, everybody has their theories and stuff, but I'm thinking I don't know. But
heard awful, piercing shrieks and howls.
What?
Heard scratching.
Twitter says that?
Yes. They said they heard awful shrieks and howls.
Oh, hell, that's somebody that's somebody going down there for the wrong reasons. That's what I'm saying.
They're going to have to update that paperwork you signed, because nowhere in it does it say you can't talk about the scary feral holiness wolf child.
Oh, they're
Christmas
making
Cave
that.
Wolf child Sunday school kid.
Making that up.
It says you can't talk about the Christmas Cave festivities. Although one thing I heard is they have a video of Amy Grant and Vince Gill singing a song.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's unsubstantiated.
Rumor, yeah.
That's a rumor.
You hear rumors. You know, you can't get everybody to tell, some people say that they change it around every time.
It might be different.
That's what, there's no way of knowing.
It might be Amy Grant and Vince Gill one year, and the next year it might be Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
That's good too, yeah.
They can't afford that.
Well, must be something good down there, and it gets people in a good Christmas spirit. So get down there and like I said, don't pay no attention to this and over here trying to start rumors. And some people just love ghost stories and monsters and all that stuff, and that's Halloween time. If it's Halloween Cave you want to go to that one, wherever the hell that is. This is Christmas Cave. Don't pay no attention to what nobody says. They're not denying what happened. Like I said, there's a plaque in their remembrance. The one they can't find, and I guess the other two, they're mines, remembrance of them, because they're gonna be locked up forever. Bless their hearts.
So that's Christmas Cave. Beware the feral wolf.
Oh, shut the hell up! Child. Just shut up,
Jackie. Phone. Do I have a sponsor that Jackie's really going to like this week?
Oh, hell.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, that's your problem, because I do. And guess what, Jackie? Hungry Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hungry Neighbors. You been down to Hungry Neighbors lately?
I've been meaning to donate some cans here from a store. I need to get them. No, I got some. I got some I got some bags full of red beans and black beans, and they need to be cooked. But they make bean soup, everything else. Bless their hearts. It's Christmas time. Everybody needs to give to Hungry Neighbor. If you got leftovers, a lot of Christmas meals, and if you buy you extra can of this. When you get those little weenies you eat on Christmas, those little barbecue, get a little extra and take it down to Hungry Neighbor, because they're going to help the poor and the homeless. They like Christmas food too. They do. And if you got more than you can eat, take it down there. And if you don't have, you're able to, get a little extra, take it down to Hungry Neighbor. I ain't been down there. If you're doing the sponsor, whoever you're talking down there, tell them next week from a store they can come here and load up. I got the expiration date just barely off, so it's still good. I ain't gonna throw away, give it down to Hungry Neighbor. I got some cans and, like I said, some bags of beans, and I think I got a couple of boxes of cereal.
Well, Jackie, you can take those boxes of cereal and shove them up your ass. That is a common misconception.
Watch your mouth.
Hungry Neighbors is not a place you take food you don't want
What?
and give it to the needy and the homeless.
Yes,
Hungry Neighbors is just off the boulevard there. It's everybody's favorite local watering hole. Come on down, bring the kids for wings, Wednesdays. It's for food, fun, family, appetizers, happy hour drink special. Everybody coming in down there having a good time, good, clean, family fun, but you can still get a drink. That's Happy Neighbors. Come on down. Mikey Goldtimer is still running it.
Hungry
he says,
Neighbors,
come on
not
down.
happy.
Hungry Neighbors. What did I say? Happy neighbors?
Neighbors.
Well, they are happy.
Well, they need to change the name because Hungry Neighbors, the way I remember, I thought that was like a home. You donate to
Everybody
hungry
thinks that, but he's been operating as Hungry Neighbors, not Happy Neighbors, but Hungry Neighbors down there for years and years and years since
But there's been
2010?
I know there's something called Hungry Neighbors that I give food to before.
Well, what happened is because so many people said they'd show up and be, hey, you here for happy hour? You here to get a drink, family food, get some of that spinach dip, artichoke in it? They said, no, I had some leftovers from Thanksgiving, and this turkey's half eat, but it's still good. Can I give this? Where do I set the food for the less fortunate? And they're like, no. Nowhere in here.
What?
This is for people having fun with their family and their friends and food and good times.
You change the name to Happy Neighbors in because Hungry Neighbor people. What is it going? Why are they sending that away?
Because you're hungry when you go in there and you want the chips with that red, green, and tan, and you put them in the artichoke dip. That's fun. Hungry Neighbors. Show up hungry. Bring your appetite. Come on down. Get a drink, but bring your kids too. It's that kind of place. Hungry Neighbors.
Well, I could have swore there's a Hungry Neighbors I took some food to one time on another.
Well, what they had to do starting a while ago, oh, man, that was a few years ago too, like 2012, I guess. So many people started showing up with food. They don't like to mention it, but there is in the back, they dedicated one employee parking space next to where the waiters smoke, out in the back.
That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I've been there too. I don't know how many Christmases take down there all expired. Just
day expired. Just had a drink and you should have got some chips.
Well, I wasn't there for that. That's fine, but I was there to help. That's where I donate charity. I said, well, I got this leftover barbecue. It's gonna go bad if I don't throw it out. Where's the homeless shelter? And somebody told me, and I've been taking it there because there's food just stacked up. Yeah, I thought the people smoking was taking a break. They're gonna haul all that food in there.
No, they just smoke next to it.
Right.
So Mikey Goldtimer, he said, okay, this is where people can stack all this shit they won't give the homeless people. So, I mean, it's Christmas. If you got some stuff left over, you bought too many Jell-O packets for your blueberry salad, or you bought too many pumpkin pie fillings or whatever, just bring it down there when you headed down there anyway to get some of that good New Mexican egg rolls, or you can get some of that good, you can get a bowl of, the latest thing, you just get a bowl of dipping sauce.
Wow.
And you don't need, and 4 spoons for the table. So come on down to Hungry Neighbor, not Happy Neighbor, that's Hungry Neighbor. And if you got some extra cans or something, go around back next to where the waiters are smoking, just stack it up there in the lot. Now, listen, if you're homeless, I want to talk to the homeless and the less fortunate right now.
I ain't listening to this.
Mikey Goldtimer has set up very specific hours for you to come get this. It's after they close and before they open. Now, the bar, he'll let you come after the restaurant closes, okay? That's how big his heart is. So the restaurant closes at 11:30. The bar stays open till 2. So he could make it, you don't get to come till the bar closes. But he said, okay, you know what? They can come after the restaurant closes. And the bar people will be too drunk to care. But you got to go around back, okay? And that's from 11:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. when the sun comes up and you can be seen. That's when you come get the food. If you set foot on his property outside of the homeless zone, you will be arrested. He's already put 3 or 4 of y'all in jail. So look, things are bad enough for you as is. Like, I even have to tell you that. You don't need to get arrested on top of it for trying to get something to eat.
Nobody should be arrested for that.
He says you can rest. There's a fence row between that and the new fritters. The Funky Fritters. That's that new restaurant.
I ain't been there yet.
They got hot waitresses, and they wear skimpy T-shirts. They say, my eyes are up here. My fritters are down here. What they're doing is it's a play. They're saying fritters are...
All right, I don't care anything.
You know what they're saying.
I don't want to hear about it. That's a place I don't want to go to.
And then
it's not because the homeless are there. I ain't saying that.
No,
about what
but
goes
it's
on.
another place where you can get a drink and you can take your kids.
Yeah.
But sometimes they had the fritter girls get up on the counter, and that's why they call it Funky Fritters, and the fritter girls get funky. But they dance to songs, and if the songs have dirty lyrics, they bleep them out. They play the clean versions.
Well,
like Macklemore, they play the
it's
clean
just
ones.
Entertainment, like cheerleader or something like that.
Yeah.
That's all right, but I don't like what to say. If that's a saying there, I don't think that's appropriate.
It's a little dirty, but like Benny Hill, like, wait, you see anything you like? And I'll have two of them. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Fritters.
I guess that's all right, but
Funky Fritters. They put one up next to Hungry Neighbor. This is just
now,
off the
do they
boulevard.
have a homeless parking space too?
No.
Oh.
No, you only going to find one restaurant with the big heart and the confusing name enough to put dedicated employee parking spot next to where the waiters smoke to feeding the homeless.
Well,
and
good
that
for them.
is Hungry Neighbors. Come on down, bring your food, dump it there in the back somewhere. They'll kick it over to where it's supposed to go. Come inside, get you something good to eat, bring your kids, have a drink, happy hour specials. Bar stays open till 2. Restaurant closes at 11:30.
Well, bless his heart. I'll come in there and get me some chicken fingers or something like that. So if he's doing that for the homeless, bless his heart. That's sweet.
And let me just reiterate this to any homeless people listening or less fortunate. Do not show up outside of the homeless zone, which is after the restaurant closes, 11:30 p.m. Just to be safe, I'd make it midnight. Then you can get whatever you want from there. There's no rules. The first person to show up can try to carry it all off himself. It's a free-for-all. It's you versus other less fortunates versus the raccoons. So just come on down, bring a wheelbarrow or whatever you can find. I guess it's shopping carts. And take it, load it up, take it. Make your life a little bit better for at least one night.
It ain't going to go bad. If they got to wait, everybody's got to wait in line. I don't mean to pick on the homeless here, but just to say, everybody, Christmas time or whenever, everybody's, and the food ain't going to go bad in between the time you talk about that somebody drop it off to you. If they letting you get it every night, be patient and just...
This is not a homeless shelter. There's places. Look, maybe I'm coming down too harsh. I'm just trying to warn them because Mikey Goldtimer has had some very unfortunate run-ins with some people trying to get food. He's not. This is not his business. Is to feed homeless people. His business is to feed neighborhoods. People at the neighborhood watering hole at happy hours with drink specials and bowls of dipping sauce. So come down for that if you have money.
Yeah, I'm going to do that just because he's nice. That sounds good, too.
If you're down on your luck and you need a helping hand and you need a friendly neighbor, that's the homeless shelter or whoever, Obama, whatever he's giving money to.
Hell, I wouldn't even take anything from him if I was homeless.
This is basically a man who stumbled into a problem that's caused by having a name that sounds too close to a charity organization.
Well,
but neighbors get hungry even if they have houses.
Well, yeah.
So don't let your homeless privilege show your ass.
Hey.
Just wait until midnight, sneak over, grab a can or two, Go back wherever you're forced to stay and be thankful that a lot of businesses in Murfreesboro have confusing names.
Yeah, bless your souls. I hope thing get you something to eat, and if it gets cold this Christmas, get down to the other, I don't know, Salvation Army. There's some of them here in town.
Yeah, we need to do more to help
church.
out.
Absolutely. But thank goodness there's at least a parking space with food in it. That's good for them. Yeah, just.
And he can that parking space is tax deductible.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old timey country down home Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Well, hey, it's Jackie Broyles.
Hey!
It talked the whole hour, and that's supposed to be, we're supposed to be done now, is how it's supposed to work.
Yep. If you're timing your workout to this podcast,
we can't help what sponsors we get.
If you're doing an hour,
Christmas Cave took a little explanation, and I'm glad to open again, but I mean, they give us $25, and it seemed unfair for me to tell it without, little of the history with it and what a big deal it is to us folks around here. So we're excited about Christmas Cave, and I guess your sponsor just basically people confused about it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So, folks, we talked a whole hour, and we haven't even mentioned a special surprise thing.
Oh, yeah, got to tell that real quick.
Special surprise thing. Christmas thing.
It's just, it's for whoever wants to get it, but seems like people listen to this like hearing us talk the most. But you may not like hearing us sing, but if you like hearing us sing, going to be just this, coming out this year, brand new, but with old stuff on it.
Yeah.
A Christmas album, and it's on a computer somehow. Albums come on computer now.
Yeah, you can download it on iTunes.
And this is called Merry Twistmas Part 2. Now, years ago, y'all may remember, had that is on this one right here. You heard it on these things. But it's got a bunch of other old Christmas songs people love. Christmas Crow.
Sad Crippled Christmas Baby.
Yeah. Dracula.
The Dracula Christmas thing's going to be on there, too.
Yeah. But
from Dracula's got Ebola from last year. We're Merry Twistmas Part 2 from the year before that. Christmas Crow, Hey, It's Christmas, Sad Crippled Christmas Baby from the year before that. These are all things that have been on the podcast.
But you may want to have them somewhere where we ain't talking so much around it.
Yeah, because now you can take this stuff you got for free and pay us for it.
Well, now, it ain't just that. They got two brand new...
two new songs.
Brand new Christmas songs we put on the collection. I just call it a collection. It's called, the real name of it is... Merry Twistmas Part 2 and Other Holiday Goodens.
And we say holiday not because of Christmas political correctness. We say holiday because there's also Halloween songs on there, which are I Fingered a Skeleton and The Day All the Monsters Come to Church and Got Saved.
That's going to be on there,
Those two Halloween songs are also on there, in addition to the new, never heard before, Christmas songs by me and Jackie.
Yeah.
Christmas Tambourine.
There's a couple of, I think, if you like our Christmas stuff, I think this is as good a Christmas stuff as we ever did. Our good friend, musical, as a director, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Musical director, William Sherry Jr., did all the good music like he did on all the old ones, and we got together again, did a couple of new songs. One of them's called... Christmas Sandwich Medley, which it's a medley, that's just what?
Different songs.
Different little songs in one big song. And then, you already said it.
Christmas Tambourine.
Christmas Tambourine.
You kind of cut in when I was about to say the other one.
Oh, but I said what it is.
But then you said it. But with a delay.
Oh.
But it was a good tease.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully we won't hear You say them now, both the names. You say both the names of the song. Well, all right then.
So that's Merry Twistmas Part 2 and other holiday goodings by Red State Update and their little friends. Coming soon. We can't say when exactly because we got to finish it and put it up. But maybe by next weekend, if you listen to this and are not on our Facebook or Twitter or some other way to get in touch with us, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But
Churches.
Get on there.
Twitter's, Churches, YouTube's.
Get on there and we'll let you know. Also next week we'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, it's not on the computer yet.
So this won't be a free thing. It's a pay thing, but it'll be free when it gets on Spotify and whatever the other Spotify things
I don't know all that. I know Twitter's, YouTube's, iTunes, Churches. There's one I'm forgetting. I can't remember them all. Facebook's, you said it, yeah. But it's going to be on what else, too?
Spotify.
What, Spotify, what?
However you stream and listen to things, it'll be on all the things, I guess. Well, are we going to put it up on YouTube?
Spotify.
We got a lot to talk about, to figure out. But you can, if you like to give us money for things, this is something you can give us money for.
But it ain't going to be much money, is it? I don't know what costs hardly nothing.
You don't get no money for music.
No, well, I ain't ever anyway.
So that is Merry Twistmas Part 2, another holiday goodings by Red State Update and their little friends. Coming soon to a place you can give money for music to or listen to it for free.
All right, yeah. I don't know how it all works, but yeah, I like them two new songs, and I like a Christmas Crow song. I like to sing those,
We just had a lot of Christmas songs, and we were like, we should put these out somewhere where people can, maybe they won't put them on an iPod if people still have those.
What is it?
Maybe people want to listen to it on Spotify. Maybe they want to listen to it without a podcast around it.
Spotify. What is it? Spotify.
So that's coming soon. We'll let you know. Stay in touch with us, folks, and we'll let you know.
Computer keeps changing, and I ain't going to be able to remember it all.
Think about how much things have changed since we started this podcast in 2011. Just 1 year after them little feral children had burrowed themselves into the side of Christmas Cave.
Have to talk about that again, but bless your hearts. They ain't never going to be right. Bless your souls. But, yeah, computer keeps changing all the time.
Did we do this in 2011, or did we start in 2012?
Hell if I know. I don't remember all how this works.
So, folks, are we going to talk about the news? We're at hour 7.
Well, our news is awful as usual, isn't it?
Well, let's see. We can talk about Donald Trump made fun of a reporter's disability, even though he denies it.
Why is that even news?
I don't know why he would deny it. I mean, I think his approval rating would shoot up if he just said, yes, so what?
Well, he did in so many words, didn't he?
Everything he says is kind of yes, so what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. It's at that attitude, even if it,
And then...
so I don't see why, if it's always the same, it's something awful. Oh, he said something bad about these people now. Oh, now he said something bad about these people. Well, really? Well, you think maybe he would like those people if he didn't like them. But, no, he don't like nobody. That's the point, it don't matter what he says about any of it.
Look. If you like Donald Trump, I know there's reasons for it. I'm not going to get on here and say that something's wrong with you. All I'm saying is I know that you like is tough. He's tough, right? That's why people like Donald Trump. I can see people liking him because he's tough. People like George W. Bush, tough as they come.
Yeah, but humble, too.
Humble.
Nice man. Good man.
I don't understand. We made a whole video about Donald Trump, Ultimate Yankee. I just don't see why my Southern redneck Republican comrades in arms, sorry, I called you comrades.
Yeah, be careful now.
It just doesn't seem like the kind of guy red-blooded American Southern people would go for.
Yeah.
And when I say Southern people, I'm talking about Southern white people. I can't imagine a lot of minorities going for Donald Trump. He says that all the minorities love him.
Well, there's a few people, different nationalities, whatnot, at his things. He always brings them up on stage.
Or puts a spotlight on. Put the light on them. Pointing them out to everybody.
Well, sometimes he puts a light on for wrong reasons at
Yeah.
one time. It's not always because they're there for him. It's you don't want a spotlight on you at a Trump rally. That's not, no matter what nationality you are. Don't.
So that's the part I don't understand. I just don't see a lot of people. I know all politicians, even the Southern ones, are kind of Yankees because you got to have that kind of Yankee.
Not like him, though.
No, I mean, you got to have a certain lack of humility, but you got to learn how to play it off. Like if you think you deserve to be president, there's some Yankee in you. But you can play it off like, well, I don't know. Even Dr. Ben Carson says things like, well, people kept telling me I should be president, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's sort of humble. That's what they call the humble brag. I don't know. Everybody tells me I should be president, so I thought I'd run.
Well, good for him.
That's better than Donald Trump. So I just don't understand it. I just always think if Andy Griffith wouldn't like you, then you don't have a shot in the South. I mean, Andy Griffith would not like Donald Trump.
Oh, no, sir. Donald Trump would have to sit behind, if he come through Mayberry, I'm guarantee you, at some point he's going to have to sit behind bars and think a lot and listen to Andy and get his act together.
Yep, there will be a lot of Andy Griffith like talking about something else, making Donald Trump think he's talking about something else, but really he's talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Then Donald Trump will get the message.
Well, I don't know about Donald Trump.
That's true.
Andy Griffith, I don't even know if Andy Griffith get in here. He said, "The hell with you, get my lawyer. Get my lawyer on the phone right now. I will sue this. I will own this whole town before this is over with. I don't care what you got to say." That's how he is.
Loser small town sheriff thinks he can hold me indefinitely. Hashtag idiot.
I don't know Andy
Folks,
Griffith.
this Andy Griffith character, Andy Taylor, world's biggest incompetent. Numbers are terrible on his sheriffdom. Worst deputy.
All right, now be careful. I don't even like you saying anything.
Boring town.
I don't like you saying bad stuff, even if it's in jest. So don't.
Can you believe how stupid the voters in Mayberry are to keep electing this hillbilly?
Enough. I don't like to hear it, even when you.
Now let's go back. Would Andy Griffith like Mitt Romney? He'd like him. He wouldn't put him in jail.
No, we wouldn't put Mitt Romney in jail at all. No, but
John McCain, I think he'd get along with John McCain.
Of course
pretty
he'd get along. Everybody get along with him for a little while, yeah.
Yeah. George W. Bush and Andy Taylor, best buddies.
Best buddies. He said, "I'm glad you coming through. Anything I can do for you, Mr. President, we're here for you." And he said, "Well, I don't know what it won't, but."
Probably he'd say, Aunt B got some more of that good pie.
Oh, you know she does. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. There it goes. That's the kind of man, yeah. Obama have an attitude toward him. Talk down to him, I guarantee you. See, Obama do that, but not like, see, Trump just do it. Obama's like, I see. Well, all right then. That kind of, like that attitude.
Kind of a sleepy town around here, isn't it?
Yep.
Just smug.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. Yeah.
Not a lot going on around here, huh? Bob Dole, he'd get along with Bob Dole.
Oh, yeah,
respectful.
Bob Dole. Yeah, I'm just trying to picture them all sitting there in not in the jail cell, but in the in the sheriff's office.
Daddy Bush, I think they'd get along pretty
Well,
good.
sure, why wouldn't they get along?
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah, be big buddies. I wish, because they was acting at one time almost, that just, as far as
Ronald
I know,
Reagan could have been on Andy.
well, he could have been in a movie together, anything, let alone being on there. I mean, who knows? That'd be the best thing he could be on, yeah, but.
So I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. I can see him being entertaining.
Well, he's silly, yeah, but entertaining and silly, that's the way people watch shows. Some people, let's be honest here, most of TV is just filled up with mean people now. That's what people watch on TV.
Anti-hero.
Is mean people. Bill O'Reilly, and I don't dislike, but, they just talk mean, and that's how people like it. If they're mad at the same stuff you's mad at, then they're fun.
It's fun
to listen to. Now Trump is fun to listen to, but none of it makes any sense to me outside of just him being a butthole. Other than that, I never did watch his show where he fired everybody. That's the thing. You're gonna elect the president that his claim to fame is being on TV and telling you you're fired. I don't understand. He ain't a politician, I guess. That's it. Other than that, I don't know what the hell it is.
Nixon. Andy Griffith wouldn't have liked Nixon.
Well, Nixon's awkward. It ain't his fault. He's awkward. You know, he just couldn't.
Hopefully, Andy Taylor would have been like, let's try to get him out of his shell a little bit.
He'd try to help him. I would hope, and that's just some people ain't what you call people persons or whatever. And Nixon's just awkward and moody, and just he don't know if he's doing right. Do you like me? Do you not like me? I hope you like me. You better like me. You know,
if you don't like me.
Yeah.
How are they treating you here, Sheriff Taylor? I can put some people on your enemies and have them tailed.
Andy wouldn't need that. See, Andy
no,
wouldn't want
ain't no use for that. Let's just go on over to Aunt B's and get it. So that good pie. I walk in, George W. Bush having his third pace. Oops, sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
Ain't the last one, and then Nixon, everybody think they laughing at him. Is what he's.
Well, it looks like you don't get no pie, Nixon.
He went on the hippie show.
He went on Laugh-In,
years ago.
Well, he went on the damn Grand Ole Opry, too.
Well, that's good. More presidents should do that. I'm sure a lot of them have, but how many of them running have been on Grand Ole Opry so far? You don't get to go on there till you become president, right?
Is John Conley running for anything? I think you have to be president. Look, you ain't going to walk on stage to the damn Grand Ole Opry as a campaign
You can't
stop.
do that. That's right. They ain't going to allow that. That's after you president, then you can do it.
Then you come on.
Right.
You don't get to go on there and just be like, vote for me, vote for me.
Not allowed to do that.
Nope.
Not a place for that sort of thing. That's a hollow ground there. You do your politicking somewhere else, outside.
Somewhere away from the Grand Ole
Hand
Opry.
out flyers outside or something, but you ain't getting in there. No, sir.
You can come sit down and watch it.
Oh, you will? Anybody welcome to, watch it. May be a distraction, though. Ted Cruz, somebody, Ben Carson, or somebody like that goes to Grand Ole Opry. Maybe stay home, just listen to it in the car, whether they on planes or on a bus. Used to be everybody had a bus that rode around, and now I don't know of anybody's bus.
I don't know how they're doing it these days.
Yeah. Well, Donald Trump, helicopter.
He's got a helicopter.
He fly everywhere, yeah.
The others, I don't know what they do.
Yeah, me neither.
They may telecommute.
That's part of it. See, they should already come up with something now. They all should have something that they go. Trump got a helicopter. Everybody understands that.
Yep.
Well, the old Straight Talk Express, McCain had that. Everybody knew what it was. So there you go, Straight Talk. Every one of them should have some sort of
a train.
Yeah, and have a name for it or something. Trump is just Trump chopper, isn't it? Something like it. Trump
dune buggy. Carly Fiorina show up in a dune buggy.
Oh yeah. People remember that sort of thing. Yeah, you have a name for it. I don't know what your name it all, but
remember how like the superheroes all used to have cars and they'd sell little Hot Wheels versions of them. Like Superman had the Supermobile, had the big fist. You hit a button.
That didn't make no sense to me. He don't.
Well,
need
if
a car.
he get kryptonite poisoning or whatever,
he don't need a car. He
fly around in it,
do whatever you want.
Spider-Mobile.
Batman needed a car. Wonder Woman, invisible.
Plane.
She couldn't fly. She needed something.
Bernie Sanders needs one of them, like some sort of electric car. Drive around in that little one.
Something like that, like a Pope had.
Yep. But with him in it.
Yeah. It I don't know which way I like it better. Probably neither.
Somebody needs to ride around in a tank like James Garner or Michael Dukakis.
I like it. Movie been years and years. Old him and Eddie Murphy's funny tank.
No, you're mixing up.
No, it was James Garner. Rockford is in a tank.
You're talking about
Murphy's in a tank.
That's Best Defense.
They weren't in the same tank as in different tanks.
You're thinking of Best Defense starring Dudley Moore and Eddie Murphy, not Tank starring James Garner and whoever.
Well, the way I remember James Garner going through town, rolling over cars or something, then they'd show Eddie Murphy rolling around in the desert somewhere in a tank. He can't do it right, and James Garner's police are after him. It was good.
That was good Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. He was good in that one. I like Eddie Murphy's most. I don't like all the filthy stuff, but when he acts right and does good, like Daddy Daycare, I like that one. I love Dr. Doolittle's, all of them. That's good when he's talking to animals.
So if he talks to animal, children, or drives a tank?
Yeah. One of those three, yeah. Military, yeah.
And Dreamgirls.
What? Well, now I'm going to be an hour and a half now.
Should we wrap it up?
Well, I don't want to talk about everything that's awful, so just leave that alone.
Yeah, we always have, it does seem like, and I almost hate to bring it up, but it seems like every week on here we have a mass shooting to ignore. Like, do we need to talk about that? That's just not. And then we just either we awkwardly dance around it or we just skip it. But it's every week now, pretty much, isn't it? Like, well, we didn't talk about that. Well, that's fine.
Well, these terrible things happen, and instead of people coming together like it did 9/11, remember 9/11 happened? Everybody came together. Everybody come together and get a solution, and Bush went to Iraq. Nowadays, since Obama, no matter what happens, everything terrible, which it does all the time, terrible happen, everybody mad at one another over it.
That's all that happens.
Nobody comes together.
I even get mad at people on my side on Facebook.
Well, yeah.
I just post after post of people saying this and that and the stuff I agree with. It makes me mad just to look at it. My whole Facebook wall just filled up with people mad and agreeing with me, and it makes me want to throw my goddamn phone against a wall.
Watch it. You show me things people say on Facebook's iTunes, churches on there. You show me, and everybody mad.
Of course I get mad at people I don't agree with, but we've reached some sort of tipping point where I am mad at the people I do agree with. This cannot be healthy. Our nation is doomed.
Yeah. Pretty much right now, yeah. Who's ahead in GOP?
Trump still.
Who's ahead Democrat?
Hillary Clinton.
Yep. I don't see how this is getting better anytime soon.
Although I think I just saw, again, this is vague and poorly researched, but I guess we get Chris Christie's Twitter feed, or maybe his Instagram. I don't know which is worse. Folks, we go through a lot for y'all. And on one of them, he posted a picture that was like, hey, check it out. And there was a New Hampshire newspaper. They can't be that many that endorsed Chris Christie for president.
Well, nobody. That ain't going to help him none.
No. But, I mean, it made him feel. You could tell he was
excited.
It
feel good. Somebody like him, yeah, you want him to be happy.
It might help him. Yeah. Maybe he'll come in 5th in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Well, look, in New Hampshire, they don't vote for the Christian people,
well,
right?
They're saying Trump going to take Iowa, and somehow we're supposed to go to this stuff, but we ain't figured it out yet. If anybody knows anything about Iowa and New Hampshire,
we got to go. We promised it. We got to go to Iowa and or New Hampshire.
Or both of them
or
somehow.
Both of them or something.
We don't know, but anyhow, if you
Can we take a train? Is there a train?
I'd love to take a train. They say I like it, like I want to get on train. Somebody, well, I don't want nobody to get killed, but I like on the movies, somebody get killed on train, a mystery. Everybody trying to figure out who did it. I love those train mysteries. I bet
those. You could do a murder mystery one that's a fake murder.
Well, yeah, I ain't talking about, I don't want no one to get hurt. I'm saying what I like to watch. That's what I associate with trains, but it's never about the person gets hurt at the beginning of it, and then you don't have to see it or nothing. Then it's over with, and the rest of it's just all them talking. Sometimes fancy, usually on a train, fancy, but they try to figure out who did it, or on a boat. Sometimes it happens on a boat too. I like those. I like it. That makes it look like a ran on a train outside of somebody. Just have a regular mystery. Let's say somebody stole something real important to somebody, something like that. That'd be better. But I'd love to be on a train trying to figure out a mystery. That'd be good.
Well, maybe that. If anybody knows of any murder mystery trains in Iowa and or New Hampshire, let us know.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd do that. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Even if it's like a restaurant or something where train ain't really moving. If it just look like a train and the waiters or something acted out for you. I like stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, and the election too. If you know anything about people running, where they're gonna be, any of that stuff. I don't have.
You just show up and then I don't know how. I guess you just follow reporters around.
We don't know the first thing about it. If you's a reporter, if you know somebody, if you got a buddy. We're scared of people usually. I don't know who it is. If it's a stranger, I don't like dealing with people. I'll say it right now, so never mind that. Don't offer us to stay at your house or nothing like that, because bless your heart, I appreciate it, but I don't know you from Adam.
We like hotels. If you own a hotel,
if you have a nice hotel and own it, of course, then old Norman Bates. Remember that? You ain't safe anywhere.
Well, that's a good place for a murder mystery too, like an old hotel.
Yeah, that'd be good, just like Psycho. Yeah, they couldn't. Somebody dead in the bathtub. Who did it? It'd be hard to figure that one out if you hadn't seen the movie beforehand. That'd be difficult. That'd be hard.
It's almost like a trick, a dirty trick.
It is trick. It is, but it's still scary. Yeah.
So thanks, everybody, for listening once again. iTunes, you know it. Jackie, what is it?
Huh?
What are the ones on the computer?
Oh, on computer. Everybody out on computers, we thank you. Rate in reviews.
Yep.
Lord, hey, if you won't give us a Christmas present and you can either buy the thing, and it ain't going to cost much, or get on there and just do rates and reviews on Chachi's, iTunes, Facebooks, YouTubes, Twitch, and Twitters. And all of that on the computer. Get on there and rate in reviews. Bless your hearts for listening. We appreciate it. And thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
We sent out some T-shirts.
We're starting. If you give us money for the Kickstarter, we're starting to send out some. I think we sent out everything that was supposed to go out in November.
So everything's on time so far.
So far, we got a bunch of T-shirts to send out in December. We got a bunch of thank you videos to make in December. We will be working on that. We are getting things ready. We're using our new equipment. We're getting things looking as good as we can possibly make them.
Well, maybe a little bit better. Keep going, trying things, yeah.
So we appreciate everybody still listening to us. Tell your friends. Reviews help us. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Subscribe to us wherever you can.
And look for, as soon as we get this Christmas thing out, you're going to know about it. Everybody will know, and it's going to be good. It's called Merry Twistmas Part 2 and other holiday goodings, and you'll hear some old favorites on there and some new songs. 2 of them, really, just 2, but that's enough for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go overboard.
You can't do it all. Some people, like Frank Sinatra, they do 4 or 5 albums or something like that. I couldn't
sing all day. We've
only
got 2 albums.
I don't know how he does that. I don't know how anybody like him, Elvis Presley.
Well, Elvis Presley died of pills.
That's true.
And Frank Sinatra, notorious alcoholic.
He's mean, too. Just mean honor. Always mad.
If that's what it takes to do a bunch of Christmas albums, I tell you what, I'm happy with just the 2 we did this year.
That's because if all you do is sing like Frank Sinatra, come down in Vegas hotel and push you in a wall, the other person say, "Oh, he been singing all day." That ain't no way to live.
No,
sir.
Oh, also our old Christmas album, Santa Is Real. That's still available on.
That's free.
CD, baby.
That's free.
Free.
Just get on there, hit a button, and it's yours.
I think you can also get it on iTunes for.
Costs money on there, yeah.
Yeah.